So let me just put the question back. Hi, Uufey. I'm just putting the stuff up now. So, caring for our feet.
Can you see me now?
I can see you now. I'm just trying to put what we're discussing about on
Oh,
the yeah. Mrs. Cruz, please don't hesitate to put things in the comment section because we need your knowledge also. So don't hesitate to put things in the comment section. If there's anyone, if you're a physiotherapist, a podiatrist, anything you know, please don't hesitate to put in the comment section.
hi, twins and multiples. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, so I've put it on. Yes. Sorry about that, guy. We're having internet connection situation. So let me just introduce myself just for the people that don't know me, that may be joining in for the first time. I'm Deborah Adewisi. I'm a mental health practitioner. And with me today is Uufey, oh, sorry, she's married. See, I'm still calling her. I'm still calling her. Oh, sorry, your husband will come for me. Yeah, so this on the live with me is Uufey Obona, and she's the founder of Uufey Shoes. So I'll let her introduce herself so she can tell us more about herself and how she started her Uufey shoe journey.
Okay. Let me introduce myself correct.
Yeah, so
First of all, she has mother my name. Anyway, my name is Uufey Sinachi, but fondly called Uufey, but Uufey Sinachi Chinemerem actually. Yeah, so but everybody calls me Uufey, like some people know. So I'm the founder and creative director of Uufey Shoes, well, Uufey brand, because the future is to go, to different directions of the fashion industry. But at the moment, we are a footwear company, and our sole aim is maximum comfort for our customers. However, we took it a step further and decided to create footwears for individuals who have either flat feet or plantar fasciitis, or you just have sensitive feet, maybe when you wear the wrong kind of shoes. So that's what we're about. And we have a passion to just see people in the right footwear and be comfortable, because come to think of it, it's your feet that holds your entire body up. So it's unfortunate that a lot of people neglect it, but we're just trying to create the awareness to say, give your feet, some love and attend to it and give it comfort. And then, of course, when one part of your body is not well, the other part is not well. So we're just talking about foot and the best way to take care of it and the right footwear as well. So
thank you very much for that. Just while you were talking, I just wanted to ask you, what drive you, what start the passion, the drive to want to start your business, your company? What was your drive, or what is still your drive? What is it that pushed you to want to go into that?
okay. Well, quick story. I'm sure a lot of ladies like shoes. I'm maybe at the top of the list. So yes, I like shoes. However, in 2014, I started noticing pain on my feet personally. So out of curiosity, I started doing research. Well, disclaimer, I'm not a podiatrist, I'm not orthopedic, but I would say I got driven really by passion. So I did a lot of research, and then I asked loads and loads of questions. I spoke to podiatrists, talked about the conditions and what I was feeling. Well, apparently all through that period, I was wearing really bad kind of shoes. Well, out of ignorance, really, not because I knew much about it. So with my research and talking to podiatrists and even discussing my own conditions, that was the first time I even knew about plantar fasciitis. Obviously, I know about flat feet because, or fallen arch because that's a little bit common. But plantar fasciitis was kind of new to me. So I did more research because it felt like around the part of my feet where I was feeling pain, I was tilting towards, the plantar fasciitis. So I asked questions and then I started looking for footwear for these conditions because obviously from the little I had gained or known, I didn't want to be wearing the wrong kind of shoes anymore. So I started looking for footwear. Okay, are there shoes for plantar fasciitis, flat feet? Apart from the general comfortable shoes, that some orthopedics or podiatrists might direct you to, the other options were to use inserts, like insoles, specialized insoles, and things like that. Yes, the truth is, we all, like almost every other health condition, there is always a spectrum. So there are people who are maybe like at the beginning where they just need the right kind of shoes, and there are people who are like towards the end of the spectrum where they actually need the inserts, specifically prescribed for them. So I wasn't really comfortable with that, and the other option was either to do a proper bespoke shoe. The few bespoke shoes I saw were not really pretty, to be honest. you know. So yeah, and obviously I'm a shoe lover, so I'm like, what's this? So I was like, okay, what can we create, what can we do with this information? I'm very sure there are other people like that are out there like me. So that's where it all started from. I got in touch with some designers, some footwear designers. We put our head together, created some designs, and that's how the whole journey started. Did a few testing, did a few designs. This is pretty much just to come into the market and launch in. So we're still developing a lot, but that was the driving force to start Uufey Shoes in the first place.
Thank you so much for that. As you're talking, it just reminded me. I remember a few years ago when I realized that I have flat feet because I was struggling because I remember that was about when I was in college, I think. So I suffered a lot, like pain in my feet, my back. I would be getting pains, and during that time, being on my feet, like maybe after college, I'll go to work and then I'm tired. I'm having back pain, my feet, and then I realized that my shoe start going to the side. I start bending to the side. So I had to see physio, because I got really bad. I had to have acupuncture on my lower back. Yeah, and then under NHS, you get insole. I hated them. I hated those insoles. They were painful and horrible. They were like proper thick, and they were horrible. They were so uncomfortable. So like yourself, I started like finding out, oh, what can I do to help to make things better for myself? And I noticed that when I wear really, really flat shoes, that they affect me. And I feel more comfortable maybe when I wear shoes that have some form of sole on them, like maybe wedges. Like when I wear heels, I can't wear heels for a long period. I'll take care of these nice, take pictures or look good. And then after a few minutes, I have to take care of it because it's so uncomfortable. So I realized that, I use and me. I just love them. I can't stand in them for a long period of time. So after taking the acupuncture, things like my back felt good, things felt good. And I just like, it's just something I need to start, like yourself, start learning more. But I'm not that passionate about it that I have to go straight into it until when I met Uufey, and I told her about the condition, and then she introduced me to her shoes. Oh my God, like it's the best decision ever. So being a nurse, because I'm a mental health nurse, so being a nurse, I'm on my feet, like normally my shifts are like 12-hour shift, and then I wore the shoe, and it was so nice, comfortable. I didn't feel anything. It was passionate when people was asking me, where did you get the shoe from? The shoe is so nice, this and that, and it's so nice and so comfortable. I'm not sure, maybe while we're at it, about your shoe, if you have any sample of your shoe that you might want to show people and then talk about it, and then you can tell us more about pantyhose.
Yeah, I've got some samples here, but just before I show them, like Debbie was saying, when I kind of broke off and said we did some designs. So Debbie happened to be the part of the people who did the testing. So obviously, I don't know about other companies, but from the knowledge I gathered, because I have a background in entrepreneurship as well. So launching into a business, you need to do some market testing, especially when you're a new business. So Deborah happened to be one of the few people who did the testing for our samples. So she tried, obviously we had to get approval before we went into some form of production to launch into the market. So she actually tried on the trainers. Yeah, I've got the trainers here. So she tried on, I don't know if you guys can see me.
I can see, yeah.
She tried on the trainers, and like she mentioned, she's a mental health nurse who is on her feet for hours and hours, because we have to put that into consideration. You want to be able to wear a shoe or a footwear that you're comfortable staying in, and not a footwear that you are thinking of the next opportunity to rip it off. So that was the whole idea. So we gave her the shoes to try for a couple of weeks, because we understand that with footwear some people have breaking and they have time to kind of adjust the footwear. So Deborah had the footwear, the trainers, for a couple of weeks, and then she tried it on, gave her feedback. I know she said it was excellent, but obviously even with feedbacks we had to adjust a few things as well to make it even better. And yeah, we had a couple of people try different designs
Very
and
true,
different,
comfortable.
the different samples. So Sarah was one of the people as well. So that's how we eventually finished our sampling time and then created the production for the market.
Thank you very, very, very much for that. I know I've mentioned flat feet, we've mentioned about plantar fasciitis and all that. I don't know if you want to expand more, just for people that don't know about it and they're wondering what they're talking about. I don't understand what they're talking about. If you want to talk more about it so that people can
Okay,
understand more.
there are actually a whole lot of foot conditions. There's flat feet, there's plantar fasciitis, there's bunio. We can go on and on. There's corn, and but our focus really is on flat feet and plantar fasciitis, because they are not the same, but they can be similar. Because so flat feet really is. When you look at your feet, I'm sorry, I can't lift my feet that high to show you guys. But when you look at your feet, or when you look at an image or a picture of the foot, they're supposed to be like an arch, just in between your heel and your ball area. So flat feet is, some people actually don't have that curved, that arch. Sometimes it's not, to be fair, sometimes it's absolutely not problematic. Some people have flat feet and they're good to go. They can wear any kind of shoes and they're fine. But some other people actually, it triggers a lot of things. It triggers knee pain, it triggers back pain. So for those people, even for people that don't have pain from it, it's still ideal that you wear the right kind of shoes, because you don't want to damage your feet, if you get what I mean. So the flat feet is when you don't just have that curve, that arch. And really, flat feet can be caused by a few things. Sometimes it's hereditary, it's hereditary and there's really nothing you can do about it. Some other times it can be caused by maybe injury, excessive exercise, excessive sports, and being overweight. So being overweight can actually lead to flat feet. It kind of, because of the weight from your body, it drops your arch. So that's like a brief summary about flat feet. And I know we saw Mrs. Cruz here, and if any other person wants to throw more light about what we are talking about, please feel free, because we are here to learn. And then for plantar fasciitis, like I said, it was until I started experiencing it that I knew about it. And I've even spoken to some people, they're like, oh, what is plantar fasciitis? Plantar fasciitis is pretty much inflammation. Well, the science people will explain it as inflammation of the plantar fasciitis. So there's a part of your face as well called the plantar fasciitis, which is just around the heel area, really. So it's like inflammation, or should we say injury of the plantar fasciitis. Again, it can be caused by the wrong shoes. I know with plantar fasciitis, you can, damage your heel area just by wearing the very wrong shoes. So the wrong shoes, again, very excessive exercises and being overweight. So that's why I said flat feet and plantar fasciitis, they're not the same, but they're kind of similar because a few things link them together. I wouldn't say plantar fasciitis is hereditary, or maybe I don't have that much in-depth knowledge about it, but from everything I've spoken to podiatrists, it's not. I just know that it can be caused by these things that we have mentioned. So yes, plantar fasciitis. So if you are somebody who probably is on this live feed or watching the replay and you don't know about these things, but somehow you feel pain around your heel area or your feet area, and you just feel, oh, maybe because I've taken a long walk or something like that, it might just be plantar fasciitis, but you don't know. So the whole idea is that you should pay more attention to this pain because you don't want it to get worse and get to the point where you have to use an NSAID, because some people who suffer from plantar fasciitis actually go ahead to have operations. You really don't want to get to that point. So yes, when you feel those pains, just ask questions, pay attention to it. It might not be anything, but at the same time, it might just be what we're talking about today. So yeah, those are the quick definitions of flat feet and plantar fasciitis, really.
Someone asked a question. Someone said, how do I know the wrong shoes?
Oh, if it hurts, it's wrong. I mean, that's like the quickest way to answer it, Like I said, some people have breaking into shoes. So some people want to wear shoes a couple of times before they know that it is wrong. So if it hurts, if you maybe wait and you really feel pain, then yes, it's wrong. So somebody is saying, oh, I missed that. Yeah, so yeah, I think what she's trying to point out is exactly first thing in the morning. Yes, people who suffer from plantar fasciitis, they feel the pain in the morning. So you can imagine coming out of bed and having a lot of pain on your feet. It really doesn't make sense because you are actually not using the feet throughout the night, So yes, the way to know the wrong shoes is that it really, really hurts. And you don't want a shoe. I know a lot of female shoes are kind of pointed. That makes it fashionable. Ideally, your shoes should not be squashing your feet. But I think fashion has been created in such a way that that's what we've come to see and that's what we have come to accept. So changing the norm is a bit difficult. So that's ideally your shoes should not be squashing your feet at all. You should have enough room to wiggle around your toes and just enough room for your feet to breathe. So I hope I try to answer that question. Yeah. But if I didn't, to the best of for you, you can ask a follow-up question, please, by all means.
Just while you're talking, just a quick question. So for people that might be suffering, or people that might say, oh, actually, you know what? Some of the things they've identified, that's some of the things I've been struggling, or I noticed about myself. What advice can you give? Like, what are the things that they can do? Because I remember one time that I spoke to you, you told me about getting like a ball to roll my feet on the ball to release tension and all that. And I know when I spoke to Mrs. Cruz also, she also said the same thing, like get something to roll my feet, massage my feet, put my feet inside cool water, just to put salt and all these. So if you want to tell us more about the things that we can do to help our feet, people that might be suffering from these conditions.
Okay, so apart from wearing the right shoes, there are other measures as well, like Deborah has just mentioned. So it's just like exercising every other part of your body, which you should do to stay healthy. there are actually some kits and tools that you can use to exercise different parts of your feet as well. So I'm sorry I don't have the kit here, but if I could get it, it's, you know, there are different kind of kits for different kind of foot conditions. There are some that you need around your toes. There's like a spiky ball, which is what she just mentioned, that you can actually roll under your feet. So from your ball area down to your heel area. To be fair, you can do that while you're watching TV, while you're relaxing, you know, without paying attention to it. But at the same time, you're actually massaging your feet so that, you know, it can have that kind of relief. Okay, I've just got the kit here. I think the ball that we are talking about, I'll just show you in a minute. It's like, it's a spiky ball. It's really hard though. So it's just something that you just put under your feet and mindlessly, you know, roll away. And to be honest, sometimes when you start, you might feel, oh, it's not making any difference. But consistency, and when you do it continuously, you see that it's actually making a difference. So some exercise. A few months ago on Uufey Shoes page, we did like a series of different food conditions and exercises that you can actually do to, you know, to help your foot. So if you want to know more, you can actually head there and read about it, or ask your GP or your podiatrist. But like I said, just like exercising your whole body, there are actually exercises that you can do for your feet to feel better, and then, you know, top it up with wearing the right shoes and you're good to go.
Mrs. Cruz said, I'm not sure if the ball you're holding is, that's what it's called, or there's another ball. She said pressure balls.
Pressure balls. Yeah, so it's just like, it's like when you said you went for acupuncture. So acupuncture is like, you know, when they yeah. So the idea is just to relieve any form of pressure. So you're pretty much rolling this, obviously, on your feet. From your ball area to your heel area, yes, just to relieve any kind of tension.
Egile said, looking at my arch now. I never really paid attention to it.
Yeah, so that's what we're saying. You know, I think the feet is actually a part of the body, in my opinion, though. I stand to be corrected, where I think a lot of people don't pay attention to. As much as this is what you use to walk from point A to point B, in fact, you need your feet to drive, to do your pedal. You pretty much need your feet to do everything. But it's very, very neglected because, like I said, you know, status quo, you're born, you are given any kind of shoes, and you just keep going. And that's because of ignorance most of the time. You know, I don't think any parent or any adult would deliberately want to wear the wrong things to damage, you know, any parts of their body. So to be fair, the whole idea is just to bring more awareness and to, you know, to just tell people the right things to do, really.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So, like, I know you said you have the ball there, and I'm not sure if there's any other thing, because I know there's a couple of things that you told me. I don't know if you have things that you want to.
There's like a split. This one is for your toes. For your, does the big toe has a name? I'm sorry if I don't know the name.
Big toe.
But more like for your big toes.
So you can help us.
You connect it to your two big toes and kind of spread out. Most of the people who use these are people who kind of suffer from bunion. What's the best way to explain bunion now? Although we're not talking a lot more about bunion today, but bunions are like, so some people have, you know, when your toes are kind of really, your big toe is really bent in, and then it has like, I'm sorry, I don't know the word, but like a pointed bone, yes. So like a bone that, well, that's bunion. It's like, according to Sarah, if you Google it, you know what bunion is. So people who have bunion use this. Yeah, so to be honest, it's just a kit that attends to different parts of your feet. This one are for people who actually have the flat feet. So it's like a socks with a bit of arch inside. But obviously, you're just wearing it from your heel to from your ball to your heel. It's not like a full socks. So these are just little measures that you can actually do to make your feet better. So it's a kit, and you can actually find the kit on our website at www.uufey.com, as well as the footwear. So yeah, so we're all about foot care apart from just having the shoes. We also know that having some exercise kits for your feet is really important. So that's why we've included some of these kits to make it available for our customers and for everybody really, especially the ball. I love the balls. It's amazing to just roll away.
My husband asked a question. He said, so how about a scenario where someone has both flat feet and fasciitis? Can one single footwear correct or help manage both condition, or buy or get separate shoes for them?
No, I would say if you remember when I said before that they are kind of similar conditions. So flat feet is the arch, plantar fasciitis is towards the heel, and some people feel pain around the ball area. So I think if you just get the footwear that has the support for these areas, which are the actual 3 areas that we have actually focused on when we're creating Uufey shoes, like the ball area, the arch area, and the heel area. So if you have both conditions, then yes, if you purchase Uufey shoes, it will help manage it. So another question that I got, just tying to what Yemi has mentioned was if I get Uufey shoes, like you said, conditions, would he correct it? I think the word is more like help manage it than correct it. So creating awareness is for people, oh, I don't have these conditions, but now I have to wear the right kind of shoes, so I never get these conditions. That's one spectrum. But if you already have these conditions, it's just like any other ailment. Sometimes you need treatment. Sometimes you just need management of doing the right things. So we're not saying Uufey shoes is a medication that when you wear it, you are totally cured. We're just saying it's the right shoes for you to wear, not to get worse if you are already having these conditions. And obviously, if you have really bad conditions, you may have to use an insert. And the beautiful thing is we've created Uufey shoes in such a way that we understand that some people actually need inserts. So we've created it in a way that it's created with 2 footbeds. So with 2 footbeds, you already have like a really good cushioning, first of all, for your arch and your ball and your heel. However, if you already have a prescribed insert or insole, we've created it with the depth to be able to accommodate those inserts. And you can obviously feel free to exchange or swap the ones in the shoes for your prescribed one, if you have to do that. So we've put all these things into consideration while the shoe was being made so that it can serve a wide range of people. For people who don't need insets but just need to be comfortable, they have what they need in it. For people who already have insets but are struggling to find the shoes that would accommodate that insoles, they can still use it because they can add on to what is already in there, or they can exchange it. So yes, I hope I've answered that question. So if you get the right shoes, well, Uufey shoes is here. You can actually, and you have flat feet and plantar fasciitis, it will definitely help you to manage those conditions for it not to get worse.
So just where we are taking, like my husband, like myself also, he's got flat feet, and I noticed that he always was asking before that about. Is noticed currently at the moment Uufey shoes is mainly for female when it's been on your site. So in the future, I just want you to, just in case anyone go on the website like, oh, it's only for ladies, is there any plans of branching out and having for men, for children? Is there any plans?
Yes, definitely. Definitely do, we don't want only ladies to be comfortable because we understand that these conditions can cut across male, female children and things like that. So yes, definitely the future of Uufey shoes is to have a male range and children range as well. But we have just launched like a new business. We are starting from somewhere and we aim to grow as well, but definitely it's in the plan, working with designers to actually put together a male design that will be really nice, and still very comfortable. So definitely we are working on having ranges for men as well as children. Yeah.
Thank you. I was laughing because Sarah said, yeah, we don't wear the bizu. Oh, don't worry. You can't even fit in my shoe. I'm a size 5 and it's size 10 or 11. So you can't fit in my
wow.
Yeah, they can't fit in my shoes. I'm not sure why, because I know we've been talking about Uufey shoes. We've been talking about some of your shoes. If you want to share with us, like if you have any of the sample or any of your shoes around you, if you want to talk to us about it or share it with us, yeah.
Like I already showed the trainer. So we also have the sandal. To be fair, on the website, we've got different designs. We've got sandal. And so for the sandal, this is just a fashionable sandal, really, because of the design of the sandal, it doesn't have like arc lifting, but it's because of the materials and the platform that has been created with, you will still have the support that you need. It's actually one of my favorite because I really like it, the color and everything. So this is we've just got one sandal for now, and yes, we're coming into summer, so you should grab a pair of this. So we've got the sandal, we've got the trainers that I showed earlier, we've got winter boots. We're just coming out of winter, so we've got a few ranges of shoes that are available for different seasons, because we know with different seasons we require different kind of shoes. So yes, we've got different designs on our website that you can purchase and check them out on www.uufey.com. That will just be available to meet your needs throughout the year, pretty much, while we go back and create the one for men so that they are not left behind. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing us, coming on the platform, answering all the questions. I'm not sure if there's any question out there. If anyone has any question, or if you have anything that you want to pop in the comment section, Mrs. Cruz, I'm waiting for you to be popping in some comments in there. Yeah. Sarah said, hey, he will squeeze his legs. Yeah, if there's any questions you want to ask, or if there's anything that you've grabbed while she's talking that you want her to like expand more knowledge into, or just talk more about, yeah, please put in the comment section or in the question section. Egile said, I don't know if you have mentioned, but quick question. When I walk long, my knee locks and it can be painful. Can any fit issue cause that?
To be fair, with knee pains, I think a lot of things can cause it. I don't think it's something that I can just pinpoint from the top of my head and pin it to. Yes, that can be a reason, but I know with knee pain, even with back pain, a lot of things can trigger these things. So it will be more of, so now that we are talking about it, obviously you're becoming more aware of it. I think it will be a good time for you to maybe pay more attention. So it's more like, so if I wear this shoe, does it hurt more? Or if I wear that shoe, does it hurt more? If you can answer that question, then it's probably down to the footwear. But if you feel like you have an actual very comfortable shoes and you wear them and the same thing happened, then it might just be something else that you want to maybe check with your GP or check, check with your doctor. So I can't just say, oh yes, it's your shoes, because with every other health condition, one thing can trigger another. But now that we've talked about it and you are paying more attention to it, I would say pay even more attention when you wear one thing, and then so it's like testing, A/B testing. When I wear this, how does it feel? When I wear that, how does it feel? So if you wear a very comfortable shoe and it still hurts, then there might be more to it. Or if you feel you don't have a very comfortable shoe and you want to get a comfortable shoe and wear it and see if it makes any difference, then exactly, well, and see if it makes any difference, then yes, we can then say, okay, maybe it's the shoes that you've been wearing all along. So yeah, I hope I've answered that question.
Mrs. Cruz said, do you cater for large size feet too?
Well, to be fair, we've gotten that question, but this is our first launch, and our first launch size ends at 8.5. We have about 2 styles that has a size 9, which can be classified under the large sizes. So yes, a few designs actually hit up to size 9, but generally we don't have up to like size 12. That's a typical large foot brand will cater for, say, from size 9 to size 12. But I'm sorry, the highest size we have is between 8.5 and size 9, and it's not in all the designs. I'm sure a few of us might know about something called slow fashion. So slow fashion is an idea where you don't just do thousands and millions of production to just flood the market, because it kind of it's not sustainability and all that because of ecosystem. Yeah, so we, because it's our first launch, so we've created, it's more like limited edition, limited stock, so to say, that we've created. And yes, definitely we've had questions around large sizes, we've had questions around payment plan, we've had a few questions, and I'm happy when I get these questions, because they are things to put into consideration for the future of Uufey, to help us, be better and to help us serve even more people. So at the moment, our largest size is a size 9. I'm sure with the next batch we cater for for the largest sizes, but yes, at the moment. So I'm so sorry if you are above a size 9. You might not get one on our website at the moment, but it doesn't mean we are discarding the idea. We totally understand that some ladies and even some men have they fall into the large size category. So yes, it's something that we can, put in our drawing plan for the future. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Cruz. You can buy for your sisters, so you can you can buy for your sisters. I'll be admiring it on our feet, and we'll be praying for you. You can. Yes, so if you need to purchase Uufey shoes, or you've learned 1 or 2 things during the live, and you want to ask more questions, you can go to Uufey Shoes on Instagram, you can go to Uufey Shoes on Facebook, you can go to www.uufeyshoes.com and purchase.
Sorry, Uufey, with the website, there's no shoes at the end. It's just Uufey.
So www.uufey.com.
Yes.
So you can go there and check it out. And yes, and just ask questions, buy, purchase for your friend, your mom, everyone, because the shoes they are really fashionable and really nice and comfortable. I've tried them, so I'm talking from experience of wearing them. Yes, so yeah, actually, I didn't only wear the trainers, I wore the boots also.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Boots. Yeah, I wore the boots also. So yeah, so I know what I'm saying. So just check it out, guys. And yeah, I'm not sure if you have anything else to say before we round up.
Just a quick one, because I have actually gotten a few questions about payment plan. So some people have asked, do you have a payment plan? or the price range, things like that. So what I say is, first and foremost, the price range, because of the material and the things we've actually considerations and everything that we've put into it, that's the price range. And to be honest, we've created the price range in such a way that we want it to be available and possible for our customers to purchase. So we've also had questions of, do you have a payment plan? At the moment, we are actively working on that. So hopefully in a couple of weeks, that should go live. But there is actually a payment plan that it's kind of automatic, if I may. So there's an option where you can pay with PayPal on the website. And actually, when you click on PayPal, if you are eligible, obviously it's PayPal that does all the criteria checks. If you're eligible, they actually give you an option to pay in 3. So you can actually split your payments, if you pay with PayPal. But also, like I said, we are trying, or rather working on including another payment option to make it to just give everybody an option to make it easier, so you can either choose PayPal or choose the other option that we are working on. So hopefully that should go live in a couple of weeks as well on the website. So yeah, that's another question I've got. Oh, I had another quick question on our DM. It was, I don't know if if we're answering any specific question, but it was somebody that had I think she had like a fractured bone. I think they were interested in the shoes really, she was inquiring for her sister that had a fractured bone and things like that. So after the whole inquiry about the shoes, it's just similar to what somebody asked previously about when she takes a long walk and her knees feel. So what we advised was similar, so because it's a fractured bone, there is a mentality that, oh, if I wear this thing, I can't tell you that Uufey shoes will heal your fractured bones. It can actually ease the pain, if you get what I mean. So questions like that. The reason I'm bringing this up is because we are more than happy to answer questions, because it's not just about, oh, buy the shoes, buy the shoes, buy the shoes. The whole idea is buy the right shoes. Is it right for you? If you are not sure, please ask questions. Go on our website, drop us a line, drop us a message on our email. We'll be more than happy to reply you and advise you, as much as we can regarding your condition. Drop us a DM on our Instagram, drop us a message on Facebook. So if you are not sure, just ask questions, and we are more than happy and available to answer you, to guide you to purchasing the right kind of shoes. Because at the end of the day, we want to be happy. We want you to be happy with your purchase. So please, if you have any further questions, I'm just bringing that up because of the questions that I've had in the past. You can definitely pop your questions in. I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Oh, thank you so much for that. That's a really nice question that you've just answered. Thank you so much. Someone just asked another question, said, please, is it only boots, trainers, and sandals that are available for your shoes?
No, we've got espadrille.
Can you show us all the shoes that you have? At least people will have an idea, so that maybe that will motivate and push them to
okay,
go on the
so
website.
Here with me, sorry, I've got only 3 designs, which is the boots.
Because summer is coming. There's one of the loafers, the blue. Is it the blue loafers?
It's the espadrille.
That's one of my favorites.
Is the espadrille. Obviously, well, I just brought out 3 samples to show you guys. But if you go on, thank you, Sarah and Yemi, I saw you put on like the website address. If you go on the website, all the designs are there. We've got an espadrille. Espadrille is something I believe you can wear in spring, in summer. We've got the sandals as well. We've actually got like a cutout boots. In my opinion, the cutout boot is kind of different because it kind of has an opening and can actually allow you wear it in autumn or in spring as well. So no, it's not just the boots. So we've got trainers, we've got espadrille, we've got the sandal, we've got the cutout boot as well. And some of these designs actually come in different colors. So take a peek. They are different colors. So you have more like giving you a choice. So yeah, so those are the designs we have. And please, if you have design ideas, please contact us. It's all about making everybody happy and meeting the need. If you have this crazy design, you think, oh, with the right kind of technology and cushioning within this design, it will be wow. Please drop us a message. We'll be happy to discuss further.
That's really good. My husband said yes, PayPal credit is what is called. I think when you were talking
Okay.
about the installments, he said
Oh
PayPal
yeah,
credit.
okay. Yeah, because we even had to inquire with PayPal to understand how it works because as a business we had to inquire, and I actually thought maybe there was something we needed to do to help our customers gain those things. And they just advised, oh no, if they click PayPal and if they are eligible, it automatically presents them the option. So that's just an option to split the payment if you want to, you don't have to pay through PayPal. And then the new payment plan that we are going to implement hopefully very, very soon, sooner than later as well. So yeah.
Well, that's that's very good. Thank you so much for coming on our platform. Thank you for
Thank you
sharing
for
your knowledge
having
with us. Thank you. Thank you for showing us the shoes. So head over to uufeyshoes.com, uufey, www.uufey.com on the website, on
yeah.
Instagram, Uufey Shoes, Facebook, Uufey Shoes. Any other questions that you might have regarding your foot condition or regarding shoes, DM them, message, email, anything you want to do to get more help with that. Like really, like Ify has said, it's not only about buying shoes from them. They want to give you the best. They want to know that you're buying the right shoes and you're getting the best from whatever shoe you get. So like what she said is really true, because there's many times that I've asked her, Mrs. Cruz, oh, my leg, oh, this, oh, that. And yeah, so head over and you'll be greatly surprised about so much support and help that you will get from her. Thank you so much, Ify. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for having me on your platform talking about health. And yes, I know we didn't talk so much about health, but little I know, like I said before, one part of your body can impact the other parts. You'd be surprised. So, at least Deborah is here always talking of health, mental health, and how different things affect mental health. So please, thank you for bringing me on this platform where you're sharing your knowledge as well from your experience of being a nurse. So I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And see you again next time, everyone. Head over to Uufey Shoes on Instagram, and you can also check Be Healthy with Debs if you want to learn or see anything else about health related. I'm not sure, last month or a few weeks ago, I posted a question about PCOS and fibroid and all that, and I've got, oh my God, my DM is full. So if you have any question relating to this topic, don't hesitate to send me questions, because we're going to be talking about this in the nearest future, and just answer your question and bring different health professionals and people that are experiencing that or suffering from these conditions, health conditions, to just help us to get more understanding, and also to be able to educate us and so to support us also. So any information that you want to know, head over to Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, and send us DM, send us email, whatever way we can help prior to having the live session or posting things out on Instagram. And see you again next month on the live. In the meantime, have a nice weekend and see you later. See you,
Thank you,
Ify. See
everybody.
you later, Ify.
Yeah,
See you later,
bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Bye.